Countless ships and planes lost, vast expanse of the Atlantic, a canvas of shifting blues and greens, has always held a certain allure, a promise of adventure and discovery. But within this majestic ocean lies a region shrouded in mystery, a place whispered about in hushed tones, the Bermuda Triangle. Here, amidst azure waters and seemingly endless horizons, ships and planes have vanished without a trace, leaving behind a legacy of unanswered questions and chilling speculation. Our story begins not with scientific data or maritime charts, but with the haunting tales of seasoned sailors and daring pilots, men and women who dared to challenge the triangle's enigmatic grasp, some never to return. We delve into the heart of this maritime enigma, seeking to understand the forces, both natural and perhaps unnatural, that have conspired to make this place a watery graveyard, a testament to the ocean's capricious power and humanity's enduring vulnerability. The year is 1945, and the stage is set for one of the Triangle's most infamous disappearances, the vanishing of Flight 19 on a seemingly ordinary afternoon. 5 TBM Avenger torpedo bombers, piloted by experienced Navy instructors and student aviators, took off from Naval Air Station, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Their mission, routine navigation, training exercise over the Atlantic. Lieutenant Charles Taylor, a seasoned pilot with over 2,500 flight hours, led the formation. What began as a clear, sunny day soon deteriorated into a confusing and disorienting ordeal. Radio communications crackled with static, compasses spun erratically, and the pilots became hopelessly lost. Taylor, initially confident, grew increasingly agitated, his voice betraying a growing sense of panic. He reported bizarre compass malfunctions and a milky horizon, conditions that defied explanation. As darkness descended, the situation grew dire. Fuel reserves dwindled, and the planes, scattered and disoriented, faced the unforgiving wrath of the Atlantic before rescue efforts could reach them. All 5 Avengers, along with their 14 crew members, vanished without a trace, swallowed by the sea, leaving behind only echoes of their desperate pleas for help, and a growing unease about the stretch of water that had claimed them. The immediate aftermath of Flight 19's disappearance was marked by a flurry of search and rescue operations. Hundreds of aircraft and ships scoured the area, desperately seeking any sign of wreckage or survivors, but the ocean yielded nothing. No debris, no oil slicks, no bodies, only the relentless waves and the haunting silence of the deep. The official Navy report attributed the loss to pilot error, blaming Lieutenant Taylor for misinterpreting his position and leading his squadron astray. But this explanation failed to satisfy many, particularly the families of the missing airmen. They pointed to Taylor's extensive experience and the inexplicable compass malfunctions reported by the pilots. Whispers of alternative theories began to circulate, fueled by the lack of concrete evidence and the region's already ominous reputation. Some spoke of magnetic anomalies, others of rogue waves, and still others of more fantastical explanations, hinting at otherworldly forces at play in the Bermuda Triangle. The truth, it seemed, was lost somewhere between the surface of the ocean and the depths of speculation. The search for answers extended beyond the official investigation. Independent researchers and amateur sleuths began delving into the history of the Bermuda Triangle, uncovering a pattern of disappearances that stretched back centuries. Ships like the USS Cyclops, a massive Navy collier that vanished in 1918 with over 300 souls on board, and the countless smaller vessels that had met similar fates became part of a growing list of unsolved mysteries. Each disappearance fueled the legend of the Triangle, adding to its mystique and its reputation as a place where the laws of nature seemed to bend or break. Some researchers focused on environmental factors, suggesting that sudden storms, unpredictable currents, and the presence of methane hydrates on the seabed could contribute to maritime disasters. Others looked to human error, citing inadequate navigation equipment, poorly trained crews, and the inherent dangers of seafaring and aviation. But no single explanation could fully account for the sheer number of disappearances or the often bizarre circumstances surrounding them. Then a curious detail emerged from the transcripts of the Flight 19 radio communications. One of the pilots, in a moment of sheer panic, reportedly exclaimed, "Don't come after me. They look like they're from outer space." This cryptic statement, initially dismissed as the ramblings of a distressed airman, became a focal point for those seeking more extraordinary explanations. UFO enthusiasts seized upon the comment, suggesting that extraterrestrial forces might be responsible for the disappearances in the Bermuda Triangle. They pointed to alleged sightings of unusual aerial phenomena in the area and proposed theories about underwater alien bases or portals to other dimensions. While these claims lacked scientific evidence, they tapped into a deep-seated human fascination with the unknown and the possibility of life beyond Earth. The notion that Flight 19 might have encountered something truly inexplicable, something beyond human comprehension, added another layer of complexity to the already baffling mystery. However, a closer examination of Lieutenant Taylor's background revealed a potentially crucial piece of information. He had a history of getting lost. Prior to Flight 19, he had twice become disoriented while flying over the Pacific Ocean, requiring rescue both times. This revelation cast doubt on the image of Taylor as an infallible pilot and suggested that his navigational skills might have been less than stellar. Furthermore, weather records from the day of the flight indicated that a significant storm system was developing over the Atlantic, creating turbulent conditions and potentially disrupting compass readings. These factors, combined with the inherent challenges of navigating over featureless ocean, painted a picture of a flight that was doomed from the start. A tragic confluence of human error, adverse weather, and the unforgiving nature of the sea. The alien theory, while intriguing, began to seem less plausible in light of these more grounded explanations. As the years passed, the legend of the Bermuda Triangle continued to grow, fueled by popular culture and sensationalized media reports. Books, movies, and documentaries portrayed the region as a dangerous vortex, a place where ships and planes were routinely sucked into another dimension or preyed upon by malevolent forces. The Triangle became a symbol of the unknown, a reminder of the limits of human knowledge and control. But behind the sensationalism lay a more complex reality. Statistical analysis revealed that the number of disappearances in the Bermuda Triangle was not significantly higher than in other heavily trafficked areas of the ocean. Furthermore, many of the reported incidents could be attributed to known causes, such as storms, mechanical failures and human error, the triangle, it seemed, was not necessarily more dangerous than other parts of the sea, but its reputation had been amplified by decades of speculation and myth-making. Yet the mystery of Flight 19 persisted. Despite the more rational explanations for the disappearances in the Bermuda Triangle, the complete lack of wreckage from the 5 Avengers remained a perplexing anomaly. How could 5 aircraft simply vanish without leaving a trace? Some researchers speculated that the planes might have crashed in very deep water, beyond the reach of search and recovery efforts. Others suggested that the wreckage might have been scattered over a wide area by strong currents, or that it might have been buried beneath layers of sediment on the seabed. But the absence of any definitive evidence continued to fuel alternative theories, including the possibility that the planes might have been deliberately destroyed or moved to another location. The enduring enigma of Flight 19 served as a reminder that even in the face of seemingly logical explanations, some mysteries may never be fully solved. In a cruel twist of fate, the PBM Mariner flying boat sent out to search for Flight 19 also disappeared. 13 crewmen vanished along with the aircraft, while the official report cited a possible explosion. No wreckage was ever found. The loss of the Mariner further deepened the mystery and fueled speculation about the Bermuda Triangle's deadly reputation. It also highlighted the inherent risks of search and rescue operations, particularly in challenging environments like the open ocean. The Mariner's disappearance served as a tragic reminder of the human cost of these unsolved mysteries and the sacrifices made by those who dared to venture into the unknown. The event solidified the idea that the Bermuda Triangle might not only swallow those who become lost, but those who seek to find them as well.